DNVR Avalanche pregame show presented by Fubo TV. Got it. Use FuboTV.com/DNVR to get your Fubo TV today. You get 15% off your first month of Fubo Pro. Game 6, Avs Kraken. It's been a pretty rough up and down series so far at best for Colorado. But now it's do or die time. You're at the point where Colorado's either got to show up or go home. They do get Makar back from his suspension. That is the only expected change to the lineup, as Josh Manson will be out for Makar because of injury. So that's where that's at.
Manson just could never really get it. He was never all the way back.
It wasn't close. It clearly wasn't close.
You're watching him play, you're like, man, it looks like he's in pain every time he skates.
Yep. Megan, I already know these two are doomers about tonight. How are your feelings about this game?
I want to throw up.
Okay, that's not better.
No, so I think they have a win in Game 6 ahead of them. It's just going to take so much out of them. I can only focus on Game 6 and can't make any projections for what Game 7 would entail.
Of course.
I do think they have this in them. I think Makar coming back adds a necessary boost for this group that changes things in my mind a little bit.
hat trick?
Nope. I do believe the Avs can win this game too. It's up to them though. I think there's a lot of conversation about how much does this team have left to give. And there's no tomorrow if they don't give it tonight, right? So they might as well empty the tank. We'll see exactly how it goes. My hope is at least for a game to look a little bit different. I'd love to see the Avs come out and get the first goal, which would be the first time in this series that they could do it. These two over here are a little less confident in that, though.
It's not that I'm like... I said it I think it was on a show. I don't know what fucking day it is or week it is or
no one
month
knows anymore. Yeah.
I said it at some point recently. I don't bet against teams like the Avs. They just have, like, games 2 and 3 are reasons why you don't bet against teams like this. It's why these types of teams don't go quietly. It feels like I've just been watching one nonstop hockey game for the last 2 years, so I feel like pretty confident in what I see in these guys. And they look spent. They look out. You know, Megan was saying that she thinks that they have it in them. I think that they have the will. I agree with her. I think they have the will and the desire to win. I don't know if they have the gas. I don't know if they have the legs. I wrote about it in Studs and Duds a couple nights ago. Andrew Cogliano told me after Game 4, in reference to Seattle, they're at home, they're down 2-1, they're trying to avoid going down 3-1. If they can't get up for that game, I don't know when they would get up. I thought that was the Avs moment for Game 5. They fell flat. If they didn't have that in them on home ice, getting the changes, having slept in their own bed the night before.
Ooh.
Wow.
Florida ties it up.
Jeez. I just have a hard time believing that they're going to be able to go into what was an extremely electric, hostile environment. I don't know what's happening down there.
You're describing the bar right now.
Riling themselves up about fuck Boston.
And I just... They couldn't get up for that one. How are you going to go on the road and get up for this one?
If it makes you feel better, the Avs have been a much better team on the road this year as a whole.
And they've also been a team that every time that we have started to count them out,
they
and
push
say,
right back, yeah.
You know, maybe they just don't have it. Maybe it's whatever. Maybe this is just too hard. It's a bridge too far. It's whatever we talk about. And then they just walk out and they pull one more rabbit out of the hat. And you're just like, this team, it's impressive.
So
the way they handle that adversity, which is, if it weren't for that, I would feel fully confident that they're about to get their shit rocked tonight.
And see, my thing is, they've pulled 50 rabbits out of the hat this year.
Exactly. How many more rabbits are in that thing?
How deep is the hat?
Exactly. And you want to know, are there 51 or are they done?
Right. And I really do, like, genuinely, guys, I couldn't be more indifferent about the result of this game.
Wow, I don't agree.
I would imagine so. I'm indifferent because they either win and you come back home and you get another chance to flip the script and pull one more rabbit out of the hat.
Hell yeah.
and crawl through one more field of nails just to get to a Game 7, or you get out of this nightmare, cursed, never-ending season, and you get to go have 3 months where you regroup and say, what are we doing? What situation Gabe Landeskog? What situation Val Nichushkin? We know where our money's at. We can go into next year not on the shortest offseason in NHL history and have a chance at doing this again for real. I don't see a bad outcome tonight given the state of where this team is at.
I agree with the idea that you don't see a bad outcome. On a purely emotional level, I don't want them to lose tonight. I would like them to see a Game 7. In Game 7, whatever happens, happens. I've made peace with that. But I would like to see them push and give it a real breath of
I also
life
think it'd
here.
be great just to look, Seattle's first time in the postseason. Like, let them have everything that is awful about living through a Game 7.
Yeah.
All the excitement,
heart attacks,
but it's also
yeah.
the worst thing in the world. Like, let them, every penalty kill feels like you're about to die. I'm all about that. Let's go with that. Let's give them that hockey misery, and then whatever will be, will be.
We're kind of going out of order talking about the adversity here. Megan, what's your take on this? Is all of this adversity just, this is another drop in the bucket, the Avs are used to this, or is this the one that overflows the bucket?
Well, I feel like the one that overflows the bucket would be in the past. Like,
Okay. The Nichushkin stuff, as we've talked about, is that before.
right. Like, going into tonight, there hasn't really been a new layer of adversity unless you count not having Josh Manson. But that was sort of expected too
Yeah.
going into tonight. So there hasn't been some unexpected layer added just ahead of Game 6. But it does feel like, as far as tests go and demonstrating an aptitude to overcome adversity, they've matched all their tests. I don't think they can handle any more at some point. You have to be able to get back up after you get knocked down. I don't know where I'm going with this.
You're going tub thumping right now.
Wow.
But at some point, if the blows just keep coming, you can't stand up, no matter who you are, no matter the mental toughness.
So is this a bridge too far?
No, I still think they can win tonight. Game 7 might be a bridge too far.
So the lines
Might
tonight
agree.
are fun.
Oh, boy.
We've got Lehkonen, McKinnon, and Rantanen.
Okay, that's not that unusual.
Rodriguez, Eller, and Comfer.
Okay.
Nieto, Cogliano, O'Connor.
Okay.
Myers, Newhook, Malgin.
Wow, he went 12, huh?
Taves, Makar.
Not that weird.
Jack Johnson, and Byram.
I like
Gerard and EJ.
like
Small
those.
and tall.
that. I actually like those deep pairings.
I don't
given
know
what's
if-
available to you.
As long as you have the top pairing,
Yeah.
whatever.
I like that second line so much better.
Those forward lines, though. Rodriguez, Eller, Comfer is...
I mean, she likes it.
It feels better than Nieto.
Without
I
a
don't
doubt.
disagree with that, but look, for me personally,
That's holding.
my expectations of the depth guys are not in a great spot. Like,
There's no expectations on this game. And that was kind of the point.
Yeah.
There should be zero expectation on this game for what you get out of the Avs. Genuinely.
I don't agree. I think your top guys should show something tonight.
And again, I think they will. That's the part through all this that I think is annoying and frustrating and sucks the most. I think they're all showing something. I just don't think they have enough left in the tank. Like, I don't think any of these guys have quit. I don't think any of these guys are apathetic. I think they're all in this to win. I think you're going to see a great effort tonight.
And that's all I'm asking for.
I just
That's
don't,
all I'm asking
right.
for.
But all I'm saying is, in terms of, for me, I don't think there should be any expectations on how this game goes, because to me, you have two teams that are on polar opposites of where their luck and energy and all of that is
Their
right now.
headspace.
Their headspace. The Avs are just trying to hold on through everything that hockey Jesus can throw at them. And right now, Seattle's like, this is dope.
Yep.
This is the best thing
It's
that's
going our way.
ever
Let's
happened to us.
ride.
Right,
Yeah.
right. We're back home. We can close this out. Like I said, off the top, it was electric in there for games 3 and 4.
Yep.
Like, it was awesome. That crowd was going nuts. They're going to be going crazy tonight. They're going to be feeding off that. If the Avs come out, and I told Megan this after game 5, I said, if it's 2-0 Avs at the end of the first, they'll win the series.
I agree with that take.
If they come out into this game and somehow, some way, for the first time all series,
They get running
find
downhill.
find
a
their
little bit.
gear.
Yeah.
They get a bounce. They get a little bit of luck, and can, Megan and I were talking about it. Get a lead, build on a lead, and kind of put this one away.
Make them chase the game.
I think that they will have the Boston scored. They will have the. Well, we're already here. We might as well win this for Game 7. But if you're heading into a close game in the third period here, I just think it's going to be tough in terms of what you have left.
The one X factor, obviously, is Cale Makar back in the lineup tonight for Colorado. If you're looking at someone to shake it up.
Yeah, sorry, he owes Seattle one.
Yeah.
I wanted him to play in Game 5 because I thought that would have been his game where he kind of worked through the animosity, and then he'd get to go have his evil villain.
Shut him up game.
Yeah. But now, I don't know.
When
Just
Jared
don't
Bednar
know.
said that this team, they haven't looked like what he knows them to be capable of so far in the series, I believe that's true. And
I
if
do
we
too.
could see a flash of that continue for some length of this game,
More than 1 minute.
it
yeah.
would unlock new hope in me. But there has been consistent confusion over the identity in terms of how they play, how they execute, just not looking like themselves. I'd be willing to eat crow, eat my words, if they proved me wrong and looking like themselves for almost the entirety of this game.
If they can do that, I think you feel a whole lot better, like Jesse was saying,
No way, dude.
about this team's Florida won't quit.
Florida?
will they?
Right back?
5.
Yeah, they get it right back. They won't quit.
Dallas up 1-0.
Chaos out here in the NHL. Let's get to our bets. We got some Rudo's rupees for you here. Look, I pretty much what you guys just described as the Avs getting out early and looking like a real hockey team is what I'm putting my bets on tonight.
Just once, man.
Yeah, they are 0 for 5 scoring the first goal of the game. If they go 0 for 6, you know what? Maybe they don't deserve to be in the series. I have them win the first period. I have them over 3.5 goals, show a little bit of offense. The only game this series where it really felt like the offense was there was Game 3 for them. So I'd like to see a little bit more of that. And if you're going to do it, it's got to be your big guys. It's got to be Mikko, Makar, McKinnon. They have to lead the way on not just the effort, but actually finishing, getting the Avs where they need to go. So, if you're vibing, if you're feeling it on the Avs, maybe take some positive money, get these bets in, and enjoy it. If not, I understand. Sometimes you gotta emotional hedge. I get it. Either way, you can do it with DraftKings Sportsbook. Use code DNVR when you sign up for a new account. You bet $5, you get $150 in free bets just for placing the bet. You don't even have to get it right. You must be 21 or older. Colorado only. Other terms, restrictions, and conditions apply. See the show notes down below for details. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700, and it's all void in Ohio. We have a couple of super chats here. $10 from Banks, who says, "Wind and I'm hype as hell for Game 7. Lose and this cursed ass season is over, and we all can breathe and rest, and the team can build for next year. I just want an exciting game. Go Avs and love to DNVR."
Please just make it an entertaining game, dude.
What?
So please just make it an entertaining game.
A blowout would be awfully tough.
Honestly, for me, it's win the game or let us start this post-game show halfway through the third period. Like, have it be that kind of game.
Please don't be that kind of game. I don't want it. I don't want it to go out like that. And then $10 from the Incredible Drew, who says, "Just waiting for Grubauer to have one of his special performances again." We were talking about this before the show. While Grubauer has been good, mechanically, it feels like he's getting away with a lot.
It's not a mechanic. I mean, the Avs have generated, I think it's 12 high-danger chances since Game 3. Mm-hmm. He's had, like... Your e-bug would have done the exact same as what
even
Grubauer
then,
has.
You're still watching pucks sprawling off that guy, and he's making the initial saves. Credit where credit's due, but it's not like he looks completely locked in.
You give credit to Seattle too. They've made life very easy for Philip Grubauer in front of him.
For sure. Any final thoughts? No.
Go Islanders.
Megan? No. All right. We're probably still like
gonna say that they're gonna
15-ish
lose.
minutes away from puck
Oh,
drop.
shit.
Oh, New York Islanders are done.
Yeah, that
Paul
that-
Stasny.
There that went.
All right. Well, we just watched one team get eliminated.
15
Hopefully it
seconds
doesn't
after you say go
happen.
Yeah, that's like I
to
said,
the
then they
Avs.
failed that clear. I said they're going to lose.
We appreciate
There
you
go.
all. We'll be here for the watch along. We'll be here for the post game, no matter what happens tonight. So tune into those. We'll talk to you in a bit.
I think it's me.